Hello and welcome from KBMTR. My name is Ilias. I am a fellow chartered certified accountant and leading AAT ACC at KBMTR. We are very happy to have Miss Amna Zaheer, a tax expert tutor, also AAT ACC expert tutor, with us today, sharing her expert knowledge journey of ACCA for the students. So on to you, Miss Amna. How are you, Miss, today?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I hope the same for you. And thank you for the beautiful introduction for the students. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. We'll be beginning with how tax exam is and the subject. Let me just share the screen so it's easy for us to follow. And also, I'll be giving an introduction about myself as well with that. Yeah, just let me know when you can see my screen so I can
Yes,
start.
Miss Amna, I can see your screen. It's there.
All right, that's perfect. So today we are going to talk about the ACCA taxation exam. I've been teaching ACCA and other accountancy qualifications for more than 9 years now, so I hope this session will be helpful for all the students. I myself am an ACCA member, and I got my experience for the professional experience requirement with Big Four. So I worked in taxation, I worked in advisory. So hope so that learning experience you will have in the classes. You can see the practical touch as well. Also, my students have got distinctions in different ACC subjects. So I've been teaching different subjects, but right now I can say the subject I'm expert in is taxation because it's been long. I'm teaching on and on for different sessions. Um, Talking about the subject. So as you all would know, it's an applied skills level paper, means um, here we expect the students to have some basic knowledge of accountancy already coming from the fundamental levels. The taxation exam is available in different variants depending on where the students are located. But we will be teaching the UK variant at the moment. So it will be all about the UK tax system, different types of, you can say, taxes on individuals, on companies, on different businesses. So areas like income tax, corporation tax, inheritance tax. So one of the very practical subjects I would say in ACCA, because all others are going to be practical when you are in the field. But if as an individual you are already filing your tax returns, so a very practical and helpful subject for everyone.
Right. So, Miss Amna, you mentioned that previous knowledge needed. Many students, they come from knowledge level of ACCA, some they come from AAT, or could be graduation. So, what knowledge you expect at this tax
All right.
module?
So being specific to the subject, so for taxation, we do not have any foundation level exam. So it's not like you need the skills or knowledge of taxation, but yes, you should be able to understand the examiner's language, the contents of the book, so that vocabulary and familiarity. But still, it's a head start for all those who are coming in tax for the first time, starting with the beginning. But yes, you should be capable enough to understand what the examiner is saying, what the textbook is saying, what the tutor is saying. So all those basic things
Right.
are needed to start on this
Also, a
one.
little bit of, income statement, balance sheet, statement of financial position,
Yeah,
that's the knowledge we gain from FA paper, financial accounting. That's gonna help a little
yeah.
bit, like what are the profit and on the profit you told taxes. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Exactly, very relevant point, in fact, because when we start trading profits and the company's profit, we need to know where that figure is coming from. So, yeah, a knowledge of financial accounting and financial statements, no doubt, is needed for all the ACCA subjects. All right, so this was a quick go through of what taxation is about. Now, coming to the particular and the very important area, why you should study tax with KBM, or what value are we going to add so that this becomes a helpful and a memorable experience for the students.
Right.
So all of our sessions, they're exam focused. We know how the exam structure is, what are the important topics, but at this point, I would say in ACCA, every topic is important.
Important.
We can't
Yeah.
tell the students that this one is important, this one is not, because when they're coming on MCQs, they can make a 2-mark question anywhere from the syllabus.
Anyway,
So we
exactly.
can't anytime say this is important or not. But yes, we can help the students prepare in a way that will help them manage time, cover all the topics. So exam focus sessions, telling everywhere that, okay, this is how the examiner will ask, or the other variant how the examiner will ask. Our sessions in KBM, they are for 3 hours. So we usually have a lesson plan. In between, there is a break for 20 to 30 minutes. So part one of the session, then a break for the students to refresh, and a break after the break, the second part.
And just to bring on
Also,
one more thing, it's twice a week, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
So
6 hours a week for the classes.
yeah.
And another thing is entire syllabus coverage, because we believe in the fact that every topic is important, so not missing out any topic. But then by the end of the course, also our courses span over roughly 3 months. So it's good time for the sessions. By the end, we have ample time for revision sessions. In revision sessions, again, it's all about practicing the exam kit and some past papers. So maximum practice needed for all the exams.
Right.
Also,
And
by the end, yeah.
yeah, just to cut you off here, while doing the practice in the class, it's not just the book. You use the Excel sheet as well that
Yeah.
comes in the exam.
One thing I'll add here, not only in the revision sessions, I start that from the day one. So if you have the recorded sessions anywhere in the portal, so from day one, the question one I start is on an Excel file, because that is sometimes a nightmare for the students. They know the concept and they know the calculations, but they're always hesitant how to present it. So the thing I start from day one is always solving my questions on Excel file, not even on whiteboard. So it's something you're familiar with, and obviously then you'll be confident as well in the exam. So that thing
Right.
at least is not going to scare you for the exam.
Right. So they get the exam feelings from the day one, and before the exam, confidence is at the peak.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, after the revision sessions, the mock exams also. We give the mock exams to the students, and then after that, we have a mock discussion session also. We mark the mocks, and then after it, we are discussing. So students exactly can pinpoint where they did it wrong, what are the weak areas. So they still have time by the exam to work on those areas.
Right. It's a bit of
Plus,
mock debriefing, and the lessons are also recorded. If they
yeah.
miss any time, they can watch it later on their portal, right, Miss?
Yeah, that's right. So that was exactly what I was going to talk about. The latest resources are all available on our portal. We give a portal to the students with the ebooks. The course book is there. The exam practice kit is there. All the video recordings are there. Plus, tutors are also always connected to the students. So they can contact us, email us anytime they have a problem. So it's like a 24/7 support we're giving to them.
Right.
So
Thank
trying
you.
our best to help them pass the exam.
Right. Also, just mentioning here, our students get one-to-one support if they need with the teacher.
Yeah,
They can sit 15 minutes, 20 minutes as a pre-schedule.
yeah.
Carry on, Miss, please. Thank you.
Thanks for adding that. Now being a bit specific to the subject.
Right.
Now
Content.
the contents of the subject taxation. So overall, we'll talk about the tax UK, the UK tax system at the administration, like the rules, deadlines, penalties, percentages, all these things. And the sections we exactly cover are income tax, one of the lengthiest topics in the syllabus. Almost half of the course is on income tax, which practically also is a larger area, so shows in the contents of the book as well.
Right.
Then we have a small section for chargeable gains, CGT, inheritance tax, and corporation tax. Talking about the volume of all these topics, so tax being the first lengthiest one, income tax, corporation tax we can say is the second one, and all others like 2, 3 chapters in each, so not very large. One more thing that scares students a lot about taxation is the volume. So one of the subjects, you can say the thickest book,
Yeah, the
if you
book
have
is
the
like
book.
this. I got the
Yeah,
book in front of me. If you allow me, I'd like to show
yeah,
you.
sure. Again, students, this is
It,
not to scare you.
it
This
looks
is just
like
to tell
this
you we
big.
covered this within 3 months and students passed the exam. So something doable.
Yeah, such a big one, isn't it? So
Yeah,
yeah, so the biggest book, but yeah,
yeah,
it is doable
yeah.
with the proper
Yeah,
guideline.
good news for students is we also have notes from Kaplan which are actually 1/4 of the book. So they're also sufficient. So we'll make it
Right.
concise for you, yet including everything. So it's not a burden and seems to be interesting, short, and easy to remember.
Right. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Then coming on to passing rates, another happy news for the students. It is one of the exams in the skills level with highest pass rates.
Yeah.
You can see since a few previous attempts, it's around average 55%. So
Yeah.
a very good passing rate.
Yeah. Very good
And one
for.
more thing again to add, sorry,
Yeah. Sure.
KBM pass rates are in fact higher than this. So we're happy to say that our students, they have a higher pass rate. These are the global ones. So hoping you fall in that grid of KBM published pass rates.
Right. And just for those ACC students, they know that above 55% is a good pass rate generally, but those are entering new, they might be thinking 55% pass. Would like to have more. But yeah, this is a good pass. Other papers like AA or the PM, they're a little down. Here, the volume is thick, but if
Yeah.
you keep working hard, good chance to pass that first attempt. And thanks for mentioning our pass rate for this particular paper over the past semesters are tremendous, above 90, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Miss?
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Brilliant.
Also,
Keep going.
for the pass rates of tax being high, it's easy in terms, not in terms of syllabus again, it's tricky and the detailed syllabus, but the exam questions are straightforward. If you see PM or audit, questions sometimes are tricky. But the
Yeah.
good thing
Dodgy.
about tax is no tricky scenarios, just
It's
straightforward. You should know
predicted
the rule, apply it, calculate, get the
and
answer.
get your marks. Yeah. Right. Brilliant.
Also, students who like taxation have an opportunity later on when they're in the professional stage of the qualification. It's an optional exam, you can opt, but obviously, once you've gone through tax, advanced taxation is then going to be easy for you because half of the syllabus at least is going to be the same basics and then advanced levels are added. So, all those interested with tax have this opportunity in the qualification to excel with taxation. One common misconception about tax is that it's all numbers. But as you've seen the book also, it's a huge syllabus. It's not all about numbers. Apparently, it seems like, okay, what is the income tax for the period? What is the corporation tax liability for the period? But behind it is the entire thought process, logic, rules, and a lot of theory as well. If it's about one calculation, maybe there are 10 points you should remember for that.
One
So
quick
it's a
question,
good,
Miss Amna,
yeah.
is there any reference material available for the students, or they need to know all the rules in advance?
Okay, for the rules you should learn, but talking about the limits that this is the basic rate of tax, this is the personal allowance, these are the mileage allowances. So some details, in fact, it's a 3-page document which will be given as the reference material for taxation. So good thing is you don't have to learn everything. So you should learn the methodology, the limits, the rates. You don't have to cram through them. They will be provided in the exam.
Really, thank you very much.
Yeah. And then, yeah, challenges some students face making this a bit difficult subject sometimes for them, memorizing because you have to learn the rules. And this is something that will only get better with practice. If you're just entirely relying on the classes and not giving your personal time to the subject, not giving time to practice, then obviously with the passage of time, you're going to forget about it. Because there are almost 24 chapters in the course. So by midway through the course, it happens like it's like I'm forgetting
Yes.
everything. What did we learn in chapter one, two? But start practicing from day one. Not
Yeah,
for tax,
being
any exam, anything you're doing in life, day one tracks your progress. So
exactly and
give
being
it
honest
some,
with yourself, learning the
yeah,
rules from the very beginning, apply it, practice it, make yourself competent, boom, pass, move on, right?
yeah, that's right. Then some students know the rule, but they again struggle with how to apply to the scenario. Again, the answer is practice. And in practice, I'll add one thing. One type of practice is they see the question and they go to the answer page. Yes, I was thinking the same. It's never the same. So always, while solving a question, practicing, write down your own solution, whether it's on a rough sheet of paper or Excel file, and then mark yourself. because then only you will realize what's your mistake or where you're doing wrong. But because myself as well, when I do it like this, read the question, oh yes, I was thinking the same, I'm going to get 100 marks out of this, but it's not like that. Practice and assess yourself. That's how you will be able to position yourself before the exam, and that's going to be helpful. Time management, again, all these challenges will go away with practice, practice, and practice. There is no other tip to passing the exam. Confusion with the rates, again, practice plus know how to use the reference material in the exam.
All right,
So
thank
these are a
you.
few challenges, but not challenges with practice, I would say.
All right.
Now, quickly going over through the exam structure.
Exams. Yeah. How many marks? What are the questions? Yeah.
So, exam structure for taxation, it's comprised of three sections. We have section A, which is 15 objective test question, 2 marks each. So if I write it like this, so 15 questions. Let me change the
2 marks.
font
It gives
color.
it 30 marks total. Yeah.
So yes, 15 questions and 2 marks each. 30% of the exam is section A.
Yep.
These questions could be from any area of the chapter. They are usually multiple choice or multiple response questions, any area of the chapter.
Right.
Section B, now similar to section A, same type of questions, multiple response, multiple choice, sometimes matching or drop down list, but they are scenario specific questions. Like if one question is there for income tax, all the 5 parts from income tax. If one is from corporation tax, all 5 from corporation tax. So here we have 3 questions in total, and each
Nice, but
scenario, 3
fine.
scenarios, you can say 3 questions with 5 parts in each, and 2 marks for each. Again, 30% of the exam, or 30 marks, you can say. Again, these are going to be from anywhere in the syllabus. Maybe one comes from income tax, one from inheritance, one from VAT, or any combination of the 5 areas of the syllabus.
Fine.
Then, so 60% of the exam is all multiple
In A
choice,
and B.
multiple response. Yeah. Then comes section C, which is going to be the detail section where you have to show the workings on Excel file or Word where relevant. Now for this section, we have 2 15-mark questions and 1 10-mark question. I'm going to write it here now for section C. So we have 2 questions, 15 marks. For this, examiner has given us the hint, you can say. One
Prediction.
question will be from income tax, 15 marks. One question from corporation tax, 15 marks. So we definitely know the same section C contains these 2 questions from each of the topics.
Right.
So this makes again 30 marks. And lastly, we have 1 question from 10 marks, could be from anywhere in the syllabus. So this is how 100 marks of the exam are divided, 30, 30, and then 40 for section C.
And you need to get 50 magic marks to pass.
Yeah, 50% at least to pass. So 50 passing marks, time is 3 hours. So time management, students, it's really important. So I would suggest that you divide your time like this.
Yeah.
180 minutes for 100 marks. So 1.8 mark
minutes.
you should spend per
minutes.
Sorry,
Per
1.8
mark,
minutes.
1.8 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for
Welcome.
correcting.
And
So
the
always
exam
go
is
with this
fully
timeline.
computer based. Is that so?
Yes, all the ACCA exams now are computer based. So this one too is computer based exam. So one more thing students struggle with is time management. So make sure you always do a question within time. Again, I'll come back to this one. So let's say in section A or B, there's a question you're stuck with. Don't overspend your time on that one, because you will lose your time with the areas you could have gotten marks. So if you're stuck, I would advise for timing, leave it, go to the next question, attempt the maximum exam, because when you attempt maximum, you can score maximum. So don't get stuck and waste your time, because every minute counts in the exam.
Yeah, exactly. And there is no negative marking. So at least in the MCQ, don't leave anything blank. Do something.
Yeah. Don't leave any, because no negative marking, nothing to be afraid of that kind. Lastly, some tips to pass the exam. Most of the things the same as we've talked about, but still just to summarize it all, practice regularly from the topics, the exam kits, and also we do provide practice resources. We do have quizzes, so it will help the students prepare for the exam. Also, I always suggest practicing on the practice platform. Students have this access on the ACCA website. So this platform actually makes you very familiar with how the computer-based exam theme, template, everything is going to be like. You practice on Excel, you practice on Word and other material on the computer, but this will make you 100% familiar with how the exam looks like. So very helpful for practice. Then
Exactly.
focus on understanding, not rote learning. Don't try to cram through or learn anything. It's not going to help you in any ACCA exam. So
Yeah.
always learn how the figures are calculated, what is the logic behind it. This is going to help you. Then all sections are important, as I said, mock attempts and time management. So all of these five things together, hopefully you will be scoring more than 50% in the exam.
Oh, brilliant. Miss Amna, thanks for your time. This insightful discussion, I hope our students going to find helpful. The tips, how we teach, what we teach, and to know the teacher. So those prospective students thinking of joining in, do join in. We have a wonderful teacher for text. And
Thank
thank
you.
you, Miss, again, one more time. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you as well for having me. Looking forward to see maximum students in my classes now.
Yeah, right. We have sessions every semester. ACCA has 4 semesters. The next one coming in June. And just to finish the video, this video costing that Miss Amna has been she has experience working in the UAE, Pakistan, and been working with UK students for many years. So you are under safe hands. Do join in. And yeah, with that note, let's say goodbye for today.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.